It's Deidre.
Hello, it's Deidre, and today, cat hair, I thought we'd try something different. Today we are on Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend a loser as a joke? My girlfriend and I had gone shopping for snacks when we came across an aisle that had a rack of baby oil. Upon seeing this, I made a joke about Diddy that she didn't understand. So I told her jokingly, "OMG, you're such a loser, huh?" And I saw her face drop immediately, and she walked away from me. I caught up to her and held her by the shoulder and told her, "Please don't take it so seriously. I only meant it as a joke. It wasn't my intention to hurt you at all. I'm sorry." I tried to give her a kiss on the forehead, only to be swatted away. Following this, we had an hour-long argument over lunch about how I'm supposedly toxic, selfish, and not empathetic at all. I was extremely patient and compassionate through this argument, only to be insulted repeatedly. I was told I'm disgusting, immature, and condescended to. She's fine with certain jokes when she makes them. But has weird conditions. For example, she's fine with calling me stupid and vice versa, but my calling her a loser as nothing but a joke was too much. She asserted that if I really cared for her, I would have known that this would offend her. All my friends sided with me when I told them about this, but they're bound to be biased. Yeah, they are, actually. Nice of him to notice that. Okay, so first of all, when I first read the situation without knowing their history of joking around together, I did kind of see how that could be offensive. Actually, even if they joke like that, I think there's a time and a place for that type of thing. They were in public. They were at the store in front of people. Now, I personally don't believe that this is the first time that he has said or done things like that around other people. To him, it's just joking, but like I said, time and a place. And also, because it was in relation to her not knowing something, that's a part of, pop culture. I don't see that as funny, personally, even if it was a partner of mine that we joked around like that. I would still feel the exact same way as her if it was something that happened while we were in public, which I've been there before. It's not a fun situation. It's insulting, and he is claiming that he was condescended to by her, but that is actually condescending what he did, especially in front of other people. I don't think that it's just teasing or playing when you say stuff like that because someone doesn't know something. I don't think that's funny at all. I can't even think of a situation where that would be okay. For him to condescend to her, as he puts it, because she doesn't know information of something, I think it kind of crosses the line. That's just me. So they didn't include ages here. That's something that I dealt with in my younger days, in my 20s. Nowadays, not so much. And honestly, if there was a guy that did that, from the get-go, I would not pursue a relationship with such a person. Let's see what some of the commenters had to say. Someone said, "You are the asshole, but not for the joke itself. You would have been in the clear if you hadn't immediately responded by implying that her response was the problem. It doesn't matter that you meant it as a joke. It upset her, which means it wasn't funny. Your response should have been, 'I'm sorry, I won't make that joke again.' Not, 'Don't take it so seriously.' That's true. That is true. She's allowed to respond however she wants to jokes that she is the butt of. If you don't want to deal with that, make yourself the target of any jokes." Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. I'm going to have to agree. If you are making jokes together and it's something that you guys do that you're both okay with, if your partner shows that they're clearly not okay with a joke that you've made, apologize and understand that you've crossed the line. He didn't own it. He says, "Oh, chill," He puts her in the position of being the bad guy by reacting in a not cool way to his joke. So yes, I agree. I think I like this one too. You're the asshole. The fact that you thought she'd understand a stupid Diddy joke also makes you the loser, not her. She's just better than you, dude. Yeah, I got those vibes as well. And I also kind of think that him being in public, making a Diddy joke, and her not getting the joke kind of makes him look bad, in a sense. Almost as if he brought up something that is generally an uncomfortable topic, and he knows all about it and she doesn't, and he's just kind of left there standing there with that uncomfortable knowledge. I can see how that might make him quick to flip it on her and insult her intelligence and understanding, just so that he doesn't feel like a weirdo making little Diddy baby oil jokes in public. Someone said, OP is peak jabroni. I have not heard that term in many years, but yes, I'm going to have to agree that is kind of jabroni. Can you explain the joke? Because I don't get it. Okay, so I guess something must have happened in the comments here, because this person says, you are the asshole. I was going not the asshole based on the post, but then you revealed how insufferable you are in the comments. Ooh, I missed that. Here are some of your gems from the comments you made. Number 1, I refuse to accept that I'm in the wrong for making the joke itself. Why the frick did you make this post then? To get validation from a bunch of internet strangers, which does say a lot about his own insecurity, which I think was actually what was happening in that moment where he flipped it on her and said that she was reacting weird. Or show it to your girlfriend that she should keep putting up with your terrible attitude. Agree. Number 2, I honestly can't handle how oversensitive she is. I'd love someone who matches my sense of humor and has a little more emotional control over themselves. So you know that she's sensitive, so you choose to call her a loser? And if she doesn't like it, she has no emotional control over herself? She doesn't let you abuse her and put her down? How dare she? You better find someone who will let you do that so you can be happy. Number 3, I know she cares a lot about what I think, but a relationship with no jokes is downright gruesome. And then the commenter says, she cares about what you think, so you chose to call her a loser. And then when she cared, like you knew well she would, you told all your friends that she was overreacting. And now you're here on Reddit hoping everyone will say she's overreacting. In one of the comments, you have mentioned you are considering breaking up. If it is true, good for both of you. I was just thinking the same thing. If not, take a hard look at yourself, or she might make the decision for you. I hope to God that she gets out of this relationship, because I'm sure that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes, not just what was in this post. The way that he has presented this post honestly gave me the vibes of someone who has their own tremendous insecurity but hasn't dealt with it and is still in the mindset of subconsciously or consciously taking it out on other people to make himself look better or bigger or more competent. Unfortunately, it's his girlfriend. I really do think that she needs to get out of here. I hope she reads this. I hope when he's like, see, babe, this person agrees with me, that she scrolls and sees that this person suggests that she part ways with this gentleman, because it is great advice. This is a good one. What is it with all these men being complete a-holes / borderline abusive to their partners as jokes as of late? So many of these posts are guys saying they played a joke on their girlfriend or wife that are absolutely not even funny in the slightest or even resemble a joke. You put flour in her umbrella before going to work and she gets covered in it. Yeah, you're an asshole, but I can see that as a prank. You call your girlfriend a loser? What even is the joke? You're just name-calling and making it personal. True. There's no joke in that, and is actually leaning more towards the end of abuse than a joke. It is. Absolutely is. You're also only calling it a joke because she got upset and took it personally, as she should. If she had laughed it off, you wouldn't be here saying it was a joke. Yeah. As the guy who literally faked his death by pretending to jump off the roof and die to prank his girlfriend and literally traumatized her. Where the frick is the joke in that? Or the guy who thought getting his friends to kidnap his girlfriend so he could propose to her and again also traumatized her and thankfully ended up single. Yes, I saw that and that was ridiculous. I would never, ever trust my life with someone who thinks it's funny to put me through distress. He thought it was a good idea, just strip it all down to like the skeleton of the event. His brain thought it would be a good idea to inflict extreme stress on this girl that he loved. Really? There's nothing funny about that, and an attempt to be funny or not, it says a lot about the person and what he may be interested in doing later on when he's not happy with you. And then she said, JFV, I don't know what that means. You all wonder why females have issues with men. Grow up. Yeah, well, I'm sure that there are early signs in a lot of cases that a person does not have your best interest at heart. You know, you want to believe and you feel like, oh, I can teach them how to love me, but you should never have to teach someone how to love you. Accept the person for who they are when you meet them, the things that they do, take note, and act accordingly. You're not going to evolve a person. And of course, you don't want to be their training course on how to treat a human being with respect or how to love a person the way that you want to be loved. Like, I am not someone's training ground. It's sad that you don't get it, but I'm not going to stick around and be hurt over and over so that you can learn how to keep a person in your life in a healthy way. No, don't do that. But yeah, we'll conclude that one. You joke around with your friends like that. You got your guy friends, do jokes like that with them. You're supposed to protect this one. You know, treat her with respect, especially when you're in public. Don't say or do things that will make her feel like she's dumb or less than. Why would you do that? When you're in public, you lift that girl up because it's a reflection of you. When you treat her like that in public and put her down, regardless of whether or not you are trying to make a joke, it says a lot more about you than it does about her.
Yeah.